right, what is your boy DJ Melly Mel? Hey, this is gonna be an interesting segment here. And I'm gonna just jump right into my opening monologue with this one, okay? So yeah, man, this is why we love high school basketball in Palm Beach County, because every night the rankings don't matter, the hype doesn't matter, and the reputation definitely doesn't matter when the ball goes up. On the cage, we don't duck moments. We highlight them. And last night, we witnessed one of the biggest moments of the season. And I want to preface my statement by saying this. I don't understand why, when people in the media speak up on something, whether they pick a certain team to win a game, or whether they decide to say that this team is not as good as many people would think, they get labeled as a hater. Too many times I've come on this radio show and I've been right, and people get offense to it. There's no love lost to Suncoast. I think Suncoast is still the best team in Palm Beach County. And it baffles me that when you just simply take Jupiter to win a game, people want to call you now a hater. People want to, say that you don't know what you're talking about. But let me just tell you, I'm impartial. I'm unbiased. I said what I said. See, the problem is y'all used to people in the media being politically correct. That ain't me. I speak the truth. I understood that Jupiter guard play was really good. I understood that Suncoast relies heavily on their guard play. So that game was going to come down to who guard could make the last play. And we're going to talk about the game, but understand this. If you think I'm going to be politically correct every time I make a prediction, sorry. I'm getting ready to piss a whole lot of both people off. Okay, because that's just not me. Now, let's get into the recap, right? Number one ranked Suncoast walked into Jupiter thinking it was business as usual, and they walked out with an L. And again, number 9, Jupiter pulled off the upset at home, knocking off not only the top team in Palm Beach County, but a top 20 team in the entire state of Florida. And make no mistake about it, this was not a fluke. Jupiter was in control for a good portion of this game. They dictated the pace. They stayed composed. They never looked rattled by any moment in that game, even with the difference in the lead changes. Then when it got down to 15 seconds, the final 15 seconds, and the game was on the line, crowd on its feet, Jupiter hits a buzzer beater. And then turn around and get a stop on the defense to seal the victory. That's execution. That's poise. But most importantly, that's a team that believed. Now let's get some historical context, right? This win means something. This was Jupiter's first win ever against a top 3 team in Palm Beach County this season. And their first win against a top 20 team in the state. That's not an upset. That's a statement. And I want to highlight a player, and this is where a lot of people will get pissed off with me about this, right? But I want to highlight a particular player, and that player is Brandon Cullum. And I need to talk to this young man. I need to talk to you people about this young man right now, right? Junior guard, Brandon Cullum. This kid is averaging 17 points, 5 assists, 4 steals per game. And somehow, he continues to get overlooked in the county. Last night, he was special. He had 17 points versus 2 of the top guards in Palm Beach County, Harris and Kyrie. He had 27 points against arguably the best player in Palm Beach County, Jordan Quince. He had 23 points against another Fab 5 top player in the county, Rashard. And I want you to understand this. I am not name dropping these athletes to say anything bad about it, because I have a great relationship with all these guys. But damn it, if you top 5, you got to have that dog in you. You can't let a guy come in your house or play you and put up that many points. But I love each and every last one of those kids. And they know this. But when it came to Brandon, that's not a coincidence. That's consistency. And many people are going to watch this, right? And they're going to say, oh, you're hating on JQ. You're hating on Kyrie. You're hating on Jamari. You're hating on Rashard. No, I'm not saying that. They're good players. They're Fab Five. They're the best in Palm Beach County. I'm not arguing that. But what I am arguing is Brandon deserves to be in that conversation. But take away that for a second, because there's a bigger underlining problem here. And I've been very vocal about this. At what point do we call out the media? And this is where I'm going to get real, because this is the cage. We're built on truth. I said what I said. Brandon Cullum is overlooked. And it's not because of his production. It's because of exposure. And he goes to Jupiter. Let's just call it how it is. He gets overlooked because he plays for Jupiter. If he was at Dwyer, if he was at Wellington, if he was at any other school in the county, he would get love. He'll be a Fab Five all-county selection, no problem. Based off the numbers alone. We got media outlets in the county that don't come to games. Don't sit baseline. Don't watch full quarters, but somehow get to select the all-county and Fab Five selection? I have an issue with that. And that's a problem. No one can question me. I have watched over 50 Broward County basketball games this season. And I have watched over 20-something Palm Beach County games this year. Only one other person can watch more basketball games than me, and that's Coach B. These honors should be decided by coaches and media members who actually cover games. Not people watching box scores or highlighting after the fact. If you were in the gym and you know Brandon isn't a guard, it just isn't a guard. He's a problem. And nights like last night, you cannot ignore. So I'm going to end by saying this, right? Suncoast will be fine. They're still Suncoast. They're going to make a deep playoff run as long as they needed this loss. They needed this loss to ground them. But Jupiter, they announced themselves. They've proven that they can get the win. But you got to go get your district title, Jupiter. And Brandon Cullum, he just forced the conversation here on the cage. That kid should be recognized. Point blank period. I said what I said.